So recording is started, team. Good morning, team, in this Databricks Master Program. In today's session, we will talk about Notebook Options Part 2. So you remember, right, what are the options that we have in the notebook? So let me quickly explain to you. So for that, what I'll do, I'll just go and create the Azure Databricks portal dot sorry portal.azure.com. Did not remember the parts. Okay, so now let's go to Azure Databricks. Click Create Azure Databricks. Okay, resource group, just click Create New Cloud Pandit-RG. Click OK. So workspace name is, I'll say Cloud Pandit ADB workspace 1006. East to West, let it be premium. Click Create. Okay. Okay. So Azure Databricks is going to be available. So we can wait, or even, yeah, maybe let me log in into the Databricks meantime. If we can able to explain something, if we can able to cover something, that will be good, because instead of waiting like this for the Azure Databricks to create, we can check if we can do something, we can do. Okay, Cloud Pandit 45. Right, go to compute. So in compute, what we will do, we'll create a cluster. Click create compute, give the name something like this, create cluster, and go to create a notebook. Okay, there is a notebook. Okay, so if you remember, yesterday we have discussed how to create a new notebook, import notebook, clone, backup, new dashboard, renaming the column, move the notebook from one location to another location, delete. Instead of delete, in the Azure Databricks we have a trash folder. If you move the file into trash folder, it will be available for 30 days, then it will permanently get deleted. So uploading data to create the table, these two are same options. Export this code as a different file formats. Recently what we have done in the notebook, you can see version history, how many versions we have. You can clear the version if you want, but this is not recommended to do. Then you can change the default language of the notebooks. What is the default language of the notebook? Python. If you want to change it to something else, you can just click on this and you can change it. Now let's focus on the edit options. Okay, so let's say a equal to 10. Okay, b equal to 20. Now first let's see, my cursor is here and you see there is an option called cut. Okay, So cut is nothing but a not cell, so you just select and cut this. And if you want to paste it, right, I think Control V. So if you see what it is saying, use Control plus V to paste your entire command, but for some reason, right, it is not working, not for your batch, it is not working for many batches. So what is the shortcut is? So you already copied, right? Control V, if you can type here, it will come. Okay, so similarly select this. Cut is working. Okay, you can just paste this one here. Okay, similarly, so one more thing, so when you see here, cut means what? It has to be moved out, right? But it is not moving here. See, I'll just keep the cursor here, cut this, and I'll just click on this and paste it. Getting team, if you are not clear, let me know. Okay, so you see here, I'm keeping the cursor in this command. Now you see I'm cutting this particular command. Okay, so when I cut this, what is happening? This entire cell will be removing. Now you see b equal to 20, that particular cell. Otherwise, let me do one thing. So b equal to 20, a equal to 10 is there. I want to bring b equal to 20 to the next. I'm cutting that here. Cut. Okay, and if you just click on paste cell, see, paste cell is not working. So what you need to do, click on this and Control V. Getting? Paste means it will not work with this UI option. You need to use a shortcut called Control V. For cutting the command, Control X. Okay, getting? Similarly, I want to copy a equal to 10 command again. Okay, so select this, copy this particular command. Now come here, and you need to do a same Control V. Control V, when I do, it is coming B value. How? Copy it. This copy is also not working. So copy, paste. It is not working. Maybe let me select this. Copy and paste. Okay. Maybe see, for copy also not you working short like the UI option. So I'm using Control C. I have done. Now I'm just doing a Control V. See, now it is coming. Okay, just remember, very simple. Instead of focusing on this UI options, right? You see, whenever you want to copy something, you already know. Suppose even if you have a folder like this, you have a folder like this, right? Very simple. You put the cursor here, Control A to like select enter command. Control X if you want to cut. Otherwise, if you want to only copy, Control C. If you want to paste, you already know, Control V. Okay, this is the best way instead of focusing on the UI option, because these copy, paste, these are not working. Okay, next, so delete cell. So the delete cell is very simple. Keep the cursor here, click on delete cell. So it is deleted. Third command, I want to delete cell. This one I want to delete cell. What is the shortcut? Capital DD. That is the main problem. Delete cell. Think of it. It is not deleting the shortcut, but I'll tell you the easiest way. How I have shown you the simple way is, you can just do a keep the cursor in that particular command, Control A to select everything, Control C to copy, Control V to paste it, right? Similarly, if you want to delete, you keep the cursor here, you click on the delete cell, it will delete. The other way what you can do is, so very simple way is, here you can see the delete option. You can just click on this. This is the simple delete option to delete. Okay, Now you understood, right? The cut, copy, paste, some things are working, some things are not working. Let's say undo deleted cells. If you want to do undo deleted cells, you can able to undo deleted cells. You just keep doing the undo, undo, undo. You can able to get everything back. Getting you will be able to get everything back. Okay. Undo cut cells, undo delete cells, undo delete cells, and so on. You can just keep doing the things. It will come everything. Undo means just reversing of the action. Next, insert cell above. Okay, so this is basically these shortcuts we want to use. See now, in order to delete, how I am deleting, you can see here. Very simple. Now x equal to triple one, y equal to triple two. Now you see I'm keeping the cursor here and I am saying insert cell above. What happened if I keep cursor here, insert cell above means above it will come. Let's say you are keeping the cursor here and I want to say insert cell below, it will come here. But what is the easiest way to create a cell above or down is you can just see plus here. If you want down, plus. If you want up here, plus. This is the easiest way instead of going here and clicking insert cell above, insert cell below. Okay. Next. So this, let's say this is x equal to 1, command 1, x equal to 2, command 2. In the sequence, I'm putting x equal to 3, command 3, x equal to 4. Okay. Remaining things, maybe I'm deleting. Okay. X equal 1, 2, 3 you have. So 3, now you see, I want to move that cell up. See, 3 moved up. Again, further, I want to go up, cell up. Okay. Similarly, x equal to 3, I want to get it down to the, again, right place, move a cell down. Again, you keep the cursor here, move a cell down. You can able to bring the cell down. Okay, like that, you can move any particular command. Okay. Similarly, select all cells. Okay, you have, see, you have option to select all cells. Don't use this copy. Okay, this copy may or may not work. Okay, see, it is not working. So that's why what I will strongly recommend is for all these copies and all, you just say select all cells, Control C and Control V. Okay, what I have done, Control C and Control V. Getting team, Control C and Control V I have done. Automatically it is pasted. Okay, if you want to undo this, you can say undo paste cells. You come here and I'll paste it here. See, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3, x equal to 4. So this is working. Meaning, remember, cut, copy, paste cells are not working properly. So that's why whenever you want to select all cells, you want to copy them, you can just select all. Okay. So for example, here I already copied. If you don't have all of these things, right? The easiest way, as I mentioned, right? So select all cells, Control C, and you can say Control V. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 is copied. Okay. Next, format cells. So this is very, very, very useful for you. Okay, let's say this is Python notebook and this is a Python cell. In this Python cell, if I want to write a Scala code, how to write it? I explained to you if I remember.
Change the Python to Scala.
Okay, it is coming Scala. If you want SQL means you can say SQL. Okay, now you see SQL command I'm writing like this. Execute this.
Malaya, I think there is one option in file, right? Change cell language.
No, that is the entire notebook will change. So this
But it
level,
is saying, right?
hmm,
It is saying cell, right?
change the
The
default cell language. New cells will use the chosen language as the default language for this notebook. See here, set
okay,
the default language. So when you choose Scala, see here it will change. Let me show you. See here, Scala will change here.
okay.
Okay, so
So
this
the old notebook will still continue on Python. The new one that is
not continue in
going to be,
Python. So hold on. See here, when I make it as a Scala, immediately it is added a percentile Python. The reason is this cell is default Scala. To make it as a Python, percentile Python it has made it. Why? Because
okay,
earlier we have written it as a Python code.
Python. Yeah.
Okay. Now you see why I have written this command is this is a SQL core, SQL statement, right? Select statement. So maybe very big query you have. Now you want to read properly. What you can do is you keep the cursor here, SQL command, come here and you can say format cells. So like this, it will just bring the proper formatting. Okay, select column 1, comma, column 2, comma, column 3, comma, and so on. Like this, like this, like this, it will go. Getting clear? So that getting formatting means everybody understood team. Formatting means, let's say,
Yes, yes.
like this if I have, okay, it is not much readable for you, isn't it? Okay, it is not much readable. What we need to do to make it as a much readable, you need to say format cells, it will bring like this proper. It is more readable, right? Like this. Okay. Next, what is the next option? Format notebook. Format cells, format notebook. So format notebook, I am not sure. I think one second. Format notebook or format cell is both are same, I guess. Let me see that. Yeah. So format one second. Format cell means only that particular cell will be formatted. Format notebook means I think all the cells will be formatted. You understood? See, all the cells are formatting. That is the format notebook. I think this is newly added. Okay. Next, set Python indentation. Set Python indentation, I'll tell you. So let's say I am defining a sum of the function a comma b, print a plus b. Sum 10 comma 20 means you see what will happen. First try to understand. That is it is giving. If I given 20, 20, it will give 40. Okay, now let's say this is the sum function in the Python. In that this is the body. So inside the function there is a body. Okay. So this is just a calling function. But now this body always need to have a some space to say that this statement is under this function. Okay, if you are simply writing like this, right, so it will fail. So indentation error. How you can able to set that indentation is you can just set it here, set Python indentation, whether you need to take a 2 spaces or 4 spaces. 2 spaces means, see for example 2 spaces means space 1 space 2. So now if I execute it, it will work. But let's say if I say 4 spaces, if I say 4 spaces, save it. See, it is basically saying even though it will run successfully, but it is red marked, which means this is not expected. This body is not expected here. It is expected after 4 spaces. As of now, how many spaces we have given? 2. So 3 and 4 if I have given, so that particular red mark will go and this is a proper. So now you need to tell in order to say that this statement is the body of the function, right? That body, when you will say this body is available within the function, is either you need to take a 2 or 4 spaces. So if you have selected there 2 means you need to have a 2 spaces. If you have selected there 4 means 4 spaces. Getting? That is the Python indentation. Next, find and replace. Let's say I have some function, maybe let's say as a sum, as sum one, as sum two, something like this. I just added sum in multiple places. What I want to do, I want to replace wherever we have a sum, I want to replace with mul. Okay, replace all. Now you see, mul is replaced, sum is replaced with multiplication, sum is replaced with mul, sum is replaced with mul, sum is replaced with. Okay, but let's say you want to replace only few things. Okay, you just want to say for what all things you want to, replace, right? So in that case, just go one by one. First finding 5, right? Replace mul, replace. One second. Sum, right? 5 times. So now you want to put a mul. One by one. If you want to go replace, you just say that okay, I want in these two places. That is done. If you want everything, replace all. Okay, that is all about these options. Any doubt in these options? Okay, let's move on to the Azure Databricks and see, do we have same options or we have any other options? So now what you can do, let's quickly create a one cluster. Okay, so go to compute, create compute. So with a single node. So remaining things, only one computer I'm taking, the create cluster. Now go to workspace and put the one notebook we can create now. Okay, let's see what all other options we have. So cut, copy, paste, delete, insert cell below, move up, move down. Because if you have multiple cells, right, then it will say move up or move down. Okay. So you can see move up or move cell down, select all cells, format cell, format notebook, set Python indentation, find and replace. Same options. There is no new options available here. Okay, clear? All of you clear on this? Next, let's move on to the view. Okay, let's move on to the view. So in this view, well, let's see. First thing is standard view. So standard view means, you see, this is not a recommended view. I'll tell you. Command numbers, line numbers, table of content. Okay, fine. Now you see, normally if you have a equal to 10, the cluster is not available. And let's imagine print a. Can you tell me where result will display? Will result display here or not? Here, isn't it? Between the command 1 and just above the command 2, it will display. Yes or no? Correct?
Yes.
Command 2, let me explain those things also here, because I need to explain this one cluster is ready here in the community. Let's say a equal to 10. B equal to 20, print B. A equal to 10, print A. Okay. Normally, when you just run all command for running all the command. Where is A? A is deleted by mistake. Run all. See, A equal to 10, B equal to 20 is coming here. This is the standard view selected. Now I want only result only, means code will not be displayed, only result will come. Okay. So if you, whenever you want to basically compare the two results, you can just quickly do the result only, so that it display only result only, you can compare. Okay, that is the use case of the result. Now side by side, meaning query is here, the result is here, the code is here, result is here. That is a side by side. Side by side means like this. Clear? Next. So this web terminal or basically driver log, Spark UI, all these things are with respect to the Spark UI means where you can able to see how your jobs are running. Driver logs means the cluster health, what cluster is doing. So all those things. Here you can see many things. So all the Spark features you should know in order to understand this. Okay, how many stages Spark will create? Spark will create a different stages whenever we apply white transformation. What is white transformation? Many other things you need to know in order to understand the Spark UI. So remember, Spark UI is whenever you submit your Spark jobs, all the things that are happening back end of the Spark job, you can able to monitor through the Spark UI. Remember, this thing we will discuss later. Okay, at this moment we cannot able to discuss anything. Similarly, when you look at the driver log, you will be able to see the log. Okay, so it will just tell you if at all any problems or any errors, it will keep telling. So this is how the cluster health, how the cluster is doing the things, you can able to understand through these logs. But mostly we won't come and look into those things until unless our jobs are going well. Okay, next. So see, what is this 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11? What is that? Line numbers. So if you don't want to display that line numbers in the view, right, you can just unselect this. See, you do whatever. Now line numbers will not come. Okay, if you are reducing, line numbers will not come. But strongly recommend to use the line numbers because it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, whenever you want to increase, whenever you want to remove the spaces, you can know how many lines of code you have written, what line it got failed. If so, if you want to say, hey, can you look at the line number 10? It will be easy if you have a line. Okay, next. Command number. See, command number is also very important. CMD1, CMD2 is gone because I unchecked. Again, select. See, CMD1, CMD2. If I select CMD3, CMD4, CMD5, and so on coming. Commands. Okay, those are the command numbers. Okay. Next. Collapse all headings. Collapse all headings means I'll tell you. So let's say you want to put something. One second. First, let's make it as a standard. Okay. Okay, what I'll do here, I'll just say percentile MD markdown language. This is called a markdown language. I'll say variable declaration. Okay. So variable declaration means like this. So you are just telling there is a variable declaration. I'm just declaring. You can see each cell level what is happening. Okay. Now if you click on this view, right, you can just say collapse all headings means. So whatever you have written under this variable declaration. So until the next declaration, let's say here I'm saying so I'm just putting like this. So now you see variable declaration you have, some write functions you have. Okay, so something like this I'm just passing. Okay, now if you say view collapse all headings, so now what you are seeing here, what you are seeing here, it is not collapsed. One second. So it should collapse like this. Okay, so each headline level it will collapse the things. Getting, if you want the view the cells, you can view the cells, but it will collapse like that. You can just see. Getting. Now table of content. What is meant by table of content? So just click on table of content. It will just tell you, okay, variable declaration is the first thing that we have done in this notebook. Next to write common functions is the thing that we have done in this notebook. That is the variable, so table of content. Variable explorer. I think if you have any machine learning variables that you have declared, those things it will show, but I have not used. Okay, so this is also new option. Okay, so these three collapsing all headings, these three options are newly introduced. But variable explorer, I don't see anything because even when I am using the variable, we will see that. Okay, next, smart code and the bracket matching. This is also not working. What I have observed. So which basically says print. So when I just say smart code bracket matching, okay. Now let's say it will throw error, syntax error. Now I'm just clicking on smart code and bracket match. See, it is not working. Bracket matching means it should say something, some error, right? So some red mark or something, if it can show, we will be able to understand there is a brackets are not matching. This side two are there, but this side only one is there. But this option is not working. I have tried. Okay, fine. Next, theme. Theme means, see, this is a light theme. If you want a dark theme, you can just click on this, click on dark theme. It will come like this. Okay, so that is all about the this one. If you click on this, you'll see same things. Okay, again, where a table of content, collapse all headlines, command number, line numbers, all these things are same. Top navigation bar, one extra option is there. That is nothing but this search bar. Some of the details are there, right? That one, if you don't want to display that one, you can just say where is that top navigation bar. If you uncheck, see, that is gone. About search, other options are there, right? That will be gone, but always recommend to keep that navigation bar for searching. Okay, top navigation bar is recommended. That's why you just click on the top navigation bar. That is nothing but the search and user, etc. Are we good with edit options, view options? Are we good with these options or any questions, team? Clear, team?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about the run options. Okay. Okay. Now if you go here, run all means it will run all the cells. Flushed. Okay, so it ran everything. Got it. Now you want to run only this particular cell. You can just select, put the cursor here. You can say run cell. Only A equal to 10 is ran. Now let's say from A equal to 10 onwards, I want to run all below. Run all below means including this command, everything ran. Now let's say from here I'll say run all above means except the third command, 1 and 2 will run. Now you see third is not running, 1 and 2 is running. Meaning when you say run all above, it will run the command where you selected. Okay, the command which is you selected will not run, all above will run. But when you say run all below, the command which you selected also will run, along with that all below cells will be running. Okay, I'll show you again this option. Keep the cursor here, run all below. Let's say if I'm keeping here, run all above means this will not run. See, these two only run. Get it? Next, run selected text. You remember I was telling something like print B or print A, okay, and print B also. But let's say I want to run only this command, only this line of the code, second line of the code. Just say run selected text only equal to, meaning this is the way that these are the UI option. Remember, this is UI option, but generally we won't use this UI option in order to run. So the shortcut, say I told you, right? Control enter, shift enter. Okay, that we will use to run. If you want to run above all or below all, you can see from this cell. If you want to run all above, you have here. Okay. If you want to run all below, all below. If you want to run this cell, run cell. Okay, these three options also you can able to use in order to run this cell or run all above or run all below. Okay, next. So go to last run cell. If you want to, like maybe you don't know where you are, but you want to go to the last run cell. Okay, go to last run cell. See, this is the last run cell. Last time we ran the command to, it went to the last run cell. Okay. Detach from the compute resource means, so this notebook is attached with this cluster. Now if you say detach from compute resource means that cluster will be removed from this notebook. Again, if you want to attach, so you don't have any option to reattach here, right? You can just click on this, select this to attach. Okay, again click on this. Restart compute resource means cluster will be restarted. Detach and reattach means remove the cluster and immediately attach again. Whenever your jobs are taking a lot of time, jobs are getting queued, then you can go for the detach and the restart of the detach and the reattach of the computers. Okay. Next, clear all cell outputs. See, if at all any cell is having the output, all those outputs, if you want to remove, right, you can say clear all cell outputs. See, gone. All cell outputs are gone. Clear. Now, what I'm doing, just run all. So I'm clearing the output. Okay, clearing the outputs. If I run print A, what value I'll get? Tell me.
10 value.
10.
Yes. A equal to 10 you will get. When you print B, you will get a 20. Okay. Again, I'm removing the clear all cell outputs. Run all. Okay, very good. I ran everything. Again, if I run only print A, it will work. Print B, it will work. Okay. Even if you clear the cell output, print A, you will get A equal to 10. Now you see what I'm going to show you is I'm running all once again. Now come here, clear state. State is clear. Now if I say print A, you know what I'll get? Guess it. What I'll get print A means? You will get a error. A is not defined. The reason is I removed the state. What is meant by state? State means whatever variable declarations that you've done, everything will be removed. Okay, that's why clear state means state will be removed. Then you will not be able to access any variable. Okay, getting? That's why again run all in order to access. Okay, now if you print A, you will get. Print B, you will get. Okay, but clear cell outputs. Now print A means what you will get? Print A means what you will get? Huh?
Error.
Why
Error
error?
only.
Equal to 10 you will get. Because I just removed
You have cleared the state,
all
right?
outputs.
So
Now when you
outputs,
do
okay.
a clear
That's clear.
clear statements, you will get error. Okay, that is the thing. So run all. Now Instead of doing clear all outputs and state, you can do both ones, clear state and output. Output is gone, state is gone. Now if you say print here, you will get error again because state is also removed. Similarly, you have clear state and run all. Okay, let's say I am saying clear state all and run all. Okay, state means variable declaration, whatever is done in the memory, whatever is there, everything you remove and start freshly. You can run it. Okay, that is the power of the clear state and run all. Okay, any doubts in this run commands?
Like, why would you do clear state, like in real life project?
Real life projects, why you will do state? So mostly we won't do that clear state. They have given the option because I don't see any real use case to clear the state, because it doesn't matter if something is not working, you can rerun that particular cell. There is no need to clear the state. Okay, maybe
Okay,
one
and
use case
cell
I
output
tell you.
also?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Output you will do that because you want to, like, some of the cells you run, for example, you have done run all below, run all above, and you see all the cells are having lot of output because it's not a print b, right? Lot of data you will display, lot of gaps between the cells because result will be displayed. I don't want to see that all the result, I just want to see the code. You can remove the output. The state use case, what I can tell you is when you are developing the POCs, right? For example, a equal to 10 somewhere you have used, but now when you are accessing the a value, maybe you set the a value is 111. Okay, maybe let's say a value is still coming the 1000. What you can do? Okay, once you can just say clear state, so that the previously assigned variable declarations, everything will be gone, and a equal to 111 will be reassigned. But this we won't use, as I said, frequently, and there is no much use cases with the state clearing of the state. Okay, next.
Okay.
Um, if you just remove it, right, the clear state, everything, is there any way you can get it back also? Like, I mean, now in the case of a
No, you
small
just have to
data.
run all in order to get those things. You need to say
Okay.
run all in order to get those things back.
Okay.
Next. Next, many questions. Okay, now let's move on to the help. In the help, you can see Databricks support tickets. You can raise. You can see the Databricks community, what they are talking. Keyboard shortcuts in this notebook. You see, if you want to run a command, control enter. Okay, run all commands, alt shift enter. If you want to delete current cell, dd. If you want to go to the first cell, gg, something like that. So if you want to format cell, control shift. So run a command, control enter. Okay. Run all command. So anything basically you can able to see your shortcuts. Okay, next. Run all you understood, right? When you click a run all, you can able to see all the commands are going to run. Cluster, you can detach the cluster, meaning you can remove the cluster, you can remove and attach immediately, you can restart, you can terminate means you can completely stop it. These are the cluster configurations that you can able to see, whatever we have seen. Driver log, Spark UI here somewhere we have seen.
In the view,
Here
use Spark.
same options will be there here. Okay, similarly schedule. So if you want to basically see schedule, you can able to see. Somebody asked how to share a notebook, you can just click share here. So yesterday I told you, right? Now I created what? Premium. So I don't have much users. So if you have user, you just add and you can say you want read access, edit access, manage access, what access you want to give. Click add. Immediately this mail, right? So whoever you added in the real time, if you will have the office mail address, right? So when you add that mail ID and add it, automatically they'll get a mail saying that Cloud Pandit they shared this notebook with you. When they click on that link, they can able to see my notebook. Yesterday somebody asked this. Okay. And one more thing, you have seen run cell, run all above, run all below. Similarly, if you want to delete this, simple way is delete command. If you want to minimize this, let's say there is a lot of like this. You want to minimize this command, code command. Okay, just click on the minimize. It will show like. Okay. So if you just click on this plus again, it will expand. If you click on this, it's just a minimize of our tab, right? That's something like that. Okay. Next. Copy cell, cut cell, export cell, we won't do these things. Okay, don't worry about it. Format Python, so indentation, right? That you can do. Paste cell, add a cell above, add cell below. As I mentioned, we won't use the commands to do that. Instead, we can just click on plus to add the commands instead of using shortcuts. Similarly, b equal to 20. This command, if I want to move down or move up, you can able to use. Okay. So the main things are these three. Show title, let's say b equal to 20, or you are defining a some function. Show, first thing is hide code. Hide code means it will show like this. You will not be able to see the code. Again, you want to show code, you can show the code. Okay. Similarly here, print a result is 10. That result I want to hide, you can say hide result. Result is hidden. Now you can just see. Okay. Getting? You can hide the code, you can hide the result. Now the third important thing is show title. Title for print a, I want to print a show title. When you click show title, here you can write saying that printing variable a which got value from child notebook, something like this. I want to put some kind of a description, because print a directly I am doing, nowhere I am selecting a equal to 10 or something. So sometimes we will see the variables will be accessed from the other notebooks. How to do that we will see in the future. Now but let's say print a. When I say print a, I want to say what value I am printing. You can just put this value here, print a, you can do it. So some kind of a title you can able to put it here. Getting? Some kind of a title you can able to keep it here. Getting, team? Okay, so that's how these are the different options that you can able to use in the notebook. So one more thing, as I mentioned, so this is by default Python shell. If you want to scale up percentile SQL, you can say, sorry, SQL will come. If you want scala means you can say scala will come. Okay, clear?
Multiple users collaboration. Do we have the option here?
Is that?
I'm working in the same notebook, and one of my colleague is working in the same notebook. Can we have that facility? Can we see that feature here?
Yes. Yes, you can see here. For example, same notebook, if I open in the another command, now you will see what will happen. See, it is showing C. cloudpandit@gmail.com is also accessing this. Okay, like this. If 3-4 people are accessing, it will show who all are working in this notebook, who all are open this notebook. Okay, like this I'm saying. See here also it is showing, because everybody should show, right? If 2 people are working means this person name should be displayed here, this person's name should be displayed here. As I just display opened both the tabs with the same cloud palette, it is showing like this. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Any other questions, Steve?
Uh, for this cluster, okay, so normally what happens is if we leave the cluster running, the cost incurred is very high. So I mean, is there a way how we can schedule the thing, if it is running and if it is idle for 30 minutes, it should automatically stop?
Nitish, From when you started attending classes?
Right from the beginning.
We discussed multiple times the same example. Already direct option is there. Multiple times we discussed, not one time. Terminate after 120 minutes. Yesterday, I think a day before yesterday, we discussed what it does. After 120 minutes of inactivity, it will be terminating. If you want to edit those things, you can just edit those things. Okay. If you want to put it for the 15 minutes, you can put it for 15 minutes. Minimum time is 10 minutes. I just spent a lot of time on explaining these things. These are cost saving things. Auto scaling and auto termination are the cost saving things. I explained on day second session. I explained yesterday. I explained today also when I'm creating cluster. I told I am putting 120 minutes of inactivity. I told you need to focus, team. If you forget the options, each and everything is important. If you relax for some time means you will lose something. Remember. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Next. Any other questions, team? Okay. So remember, yes, tell me.
Only one question. I'm not sure. So every day when we started the Databricks, like we are creating a cluster and we are open the notebook and all, right? So in the real time also, you need to create a cluster every day, or if I created already yesterday or day before day, can you use the same cluster continuous on that? Hello.
Yeah. See, remember one thing here. Why I am doing everyday creation is just to save my cost. Just for the session, if I keep the resources like that, it will cost me a lot. That's why I'm deleting in real time. We won't delete the cluster every day. We won't create the notebook every day. The notebooks will be predefined, like for how many notebooks should be there. So for each node, like for each functionality, we will develop the notebooks. But whenever we need a notebooks, we can keep adding the notebooks. But cluster, they will tell us when the project started, you need to use this cluster, you need to use that cluster always. Okay.
Okay, they'll tell that. Okay.
Clusters will not be created every day, and these clusters will be managed by the admin team completely.
Okay, so we'll be creating the notebooks, whatever the existing or new, if required, we'll use accordingly.
Yes. You will have access to create the notebooks because as a developer, you need new notebooks to write your code. So notebooks you can create, but the created notebooks you can run on the existing cluster. You are not allowed to create a new clusters.
Got it. Yeah.
Cluster will be keep available. It will be available always. Next, team.
Okay. Yeah. Could we see like what is the cost incurred on this current cluster? Like let's suppose if it is running. So I mean, is there a place where we could see what is the cost incurred in dollars?
By day or how you want to see? See, it's monthly. It will show, and you
Yeah,
need
monthly only.
monthly only where you can able to see those things. Yes. So again, is to a subscription, right? If you go to your subscription, it is charging me. For example, if I go to subscription, click on this. Instead of going subscription, the easiest way, yeah. So within the subscription also you can see cost analysis. See, for example, I want to just put it in maybe last invoice. Okay. See, 3,059 rupees I paid. So you can see in each region wise how much you paid. For US East only I paid this much. You can also see for virtual machine I paid total 830 rupees. Okay. This is virtual machine license I paid 830. For virtual machines 291, Databricks 245. Okay, storage is 235, SQL database 40, data factory 26 rupees, virtual network 725 rupees, Azure Synapse 1380 rupees. So you should be able to see like this. Okay, under resource group level, so Cloud Pandit iPhone resource group has charged us 2792. So each level, service level, resource group level, location level, you can able to check. So other parameters also. Getting? Sure.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
So if in a particular cell we have defined header, can we define other variables for that Python code within the same cell, or do we need to create a new cell and define that?
What you need to define? I did not get you.
Like in one cell we are defining the header with that percentage MD command. So in the same cell, if I want to put
No.
A equal to
That
10,
command is totally different. See, when you what is this? These are called a I told you magic commands. It's a Python notebook which change it to the markdown cell. So here, if you have written something, means you cannot write any other code here. Okay, you cannot write anything here. Getting? You cannot write any code here. This is a markdown language. This is total different language.
okay.
Next.
I'm just trying to understand, like, why do we need so many different cells? Can we just write the code in one box then?
So generally in real time, how we will work is, so there is import statements will be there, meaning other modules we will import. Import statements, we will keep it in the command one. Okay. In the command two, we will define all the parameters. Okay. In command three, we will read all the files that we supposed to read. In command four, we will apply the transformation whatever we required, right? So like that, so as per the requirement, just to separate all the import statements, all the parameters, all the read statement, all the transformations, we will use one cell. That is the separation. Got it?
Okay, just to keep it ID, you mean?
Yeah, this is just to say like a more categorized way, just to see the data quickly. So we will do this way.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Too? Any other questions? Final call team. Any questions? Fine. If no questions, then thank you all. Thank you. That's all.